Today's video, we're talking charcoal. So come on back and let's learn something. Well, how do everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Barbecue Nerds. My name is Kyle, as always. Today's video is going out to all you people out there that either already are charcoal grilling, you want to charcoal grill, or you're just curious. Because today we're going to be discussing the differences between charcoal briquettes and lump charcoal. Okay, so when you go to the store to pick out a bag of charcoal, first thing you're going to notice is the difference in price. Okay, lump charcoal tends to run a little bit more on the pricier side than charcoal briquettes do. So the second biggest difference that you're really going to notice offhand is the shape. So the briquettes are just these small little uniform squares of charcoal, whereas the lump charcoal just looks like pieces of petrified wood. So now what's the difference? Well, lump charcoal looks like pieces of petrified wood because in fact that's pretty much what it is. This is just wood that has been smoldered in the absence of oxygen. So you get these pieces of burnt wood. Now in the bag of the lump charcoal, it's not going to be uniform pieces. You're gonna have bigger pieces like this, and they're going to range all the way down to little tinier pieces like this. Okay, so the pieces are going to be hugely inconsistent in the bag of lump charcoal. The briquettes are made of what we call wood byproduct. Okay, so you can kind of think of this as the hot dogs or dog food of charcoal. So this is basically compressed sawdust and other pieces of wood that have been laying around on the floor, put together with other things such as cornstarch, other different additives that act as a binder for the wood and the charcoal. They also sometimes will put lighter fluid inside the briquettes, like your match light. Okay, these I would kind of tend to stay away from if you plan on smoking. Now, if you want to grill, if you do get something that is impregnated with lighter fluid, you will need to make sure that those coals are good and hot and whited over with ash. That's the only way you're going to avoid getting any of that lighter fluid taste into your food. All right, so now what's the difference in cooking with both these types of charcoal? Now, the lump charcoal does tend to burn a little bit hotter. When things tend to burn hotter, that means they burn faster. So a lot of people like to use the lump for quick searing, steaks and things like that. Whereas a lot of people will tend to use the briquettes for smoking because they can tend to hold heat longer, last a little bit longer than your lump charcoal will. Now, for me, what I'm going to say about that is it's not exactly that cut and dry. What you're going to have to do is go out and experiment with different brands of charcoal. Okay, now these two are not sponsors. These two just happen to be what I have on hand right now. I have used briquettes in the past, actually in the very recent past, that actually I think burn hotter and faster than lump does. Now I've had some lump that does burn hotter and faster than briquettes. There are briquettes out there that will burn for a long time. They will give you that extra time with heat when you're smoking because you want to drag it out for hours on low and slow. Now, can you smoke with lump? Absolutely you can. Absolutely you can. It all goes back to you knowing how your smoker or your cooker or your grill likes to cook. Once you get all that under control, you'll be able to use either lump or briquettes, and you'll know how to run it in your grill or your smoker. Okay, so another big difference you're going to notice between the lump and the briquette is the way they burn. So the lump, I think, tends to burn a lot cleaner than the briquettes do. So what that means is as they burn, the lump, it's not going to give you a lot of dirty smoke, whereas a lot of times the briquettes will. So remember, the briquettes have additives in them. So that's what's going to create all that dirty smoke when they're starting to light and catch. Whereas the lump is pure, all natural wood. And so it's going to give you a much cleaner smoke and a much cleaner burn. Now again, this is not something that is black and white, cut and dry. This all goes back to you going out and experimenting with different brands of charcoal. I've used briquettes that smoke like crazy every time I use them, and they frustrate the crap out of me when I try to smoke with them, which is why I don't smoke with them anymore. So you just have to go out and just experiment with different brands. Okay, so one thing you guys can do to really help cut down on that dirty smoke with briquettes is, if you notice, this says all natural hardwood briquettes. Okay, so this means that it just has a little bit more hardwood in the briquettes than it does additives. So what that means is it's going to give you a little bit cleaner burn, and it's going to give you cleaner smoke than regular briquettes. Can you grill and smoke with regular briquettes? Of course you can. The only thing with that is you're going to have a lot of dirty smoke once you fire them up. So with regular briquettes, you're going to need to wait until they catch evenly and start burning evenly, and then all that dirty smoke is going to disappear and it's going to start giving you cleaner smoke. All right guys, so that's pretty much it on the difference between lump charcoal and charcoal briquettes. I hope you guys found this entertaining and interesting. If you did, go ahead and hit that thumbs up, like button, go ahead and hit that subscribe button while you're there. Also go ahead and ring the bell so you know every week I put out a new video for you. All right everybody, that's it. That's all I got for today. Everybody stay safe out there, and remember, support your local nurse.